Dr. Kolomyjec.
Thank you, President Walsh, for the chance to address the audience and also members listening at home. I'd like to, of course, address a couple of the comments, in particular the gentleman who has asked me to resign, and I will just start by saying I'm not resigning. Thank you, I appreciate that. I do believe that there is a significant portion of the community that supports the work that I'm doing. I've been accused of being a racist activist. I try not to be racist. I think all of us should endeavor to try not to be racist. I try to do that every day. I'm not successful every day. I keep trying. An activist, yes, I absolutely am an activist, and I do not hide from that. When I was in my 40s, I'd spent my time raising my children and supporting my husband in his very successful business. We are a very fortunate family. And when my kids got older and I got time to just sort of sit back and think about things, I've always been a very curious person. And I started to pay attention to, there weren't a lot of Black leaders. There weren't a lot of women CEOs. There weren't a lot of Muslim people in public even. There was a lot of things to me that didn't on the surface make sense. And so I started to be more curious and I started delving in more. And I found all kinds of instances of health disparities, education disparities, representation disparities. And I started to ask myself, is there something deficient in women? Is there something deficient in Black people that prevents them from being leaders, from getting good educations? Because if you believe that, that's a racist notion, clearly. So if it's not that they're deficient, then maybe there's something else going on. And so I really started to study it. I was energized by this. And so I went back to school. I'm sorry if that offends people. I went back to school. And I've dedicated the last 10 years of my life to try and understand the structures that prevent people from being the best that they can be. If that offends you, I am truly, no, I'm actually not sorry. Be offended. I'm over it, clearly, over it. I am not resigning. I teach at Arizona State University. I teach justice studies. I teach justice theory. I teach this information to mostly white kids. If this type of teaching is so awful and so negative and so terrible, tell me why my students love me. My mostly white students love me. Do I hate my white students? No. Do I hate my white husband? No. I don't hate people. What I want to try and do is lift everybody up. That's my work. I will not hide from it. I will not be embarrassed by it. And I will not resign. So just stop with it. Stop. You can see I'm a passionate person. I probably say and do things sometimes I shouldn't. I'm out there in the public and I am an activist. If you dig through hundreds and hundreds of posts that I have made and things that I have said, you'll probably find things that weren't great. I am not perfect, and I don't pretend to be. What I do pretend to be is someone that cares about everybody, all of the children, even the parents that are giving me a hard time. I care deeply about your children, and I will continue to fight for them. Thank you, President Walsh.